got more information regarding what possessed Demetrius Spence to make that 911 call that ultimately led to the death of young Scooter. This is Demetrius Spence. She was arrested for making a
Damn.
That's a hot mess, right? And that's a good day, probably, right there.
Damn.
That's no son. You put makeup on a wig on her, she'd be like,
yeah, they look different.
8 or 9.
Yeah, they look
that right there.
Wow.
Jiminy Cricket face ass.
That shit crazy, yo.
Yeah.
One call that
look at her line. Look at her front.
That's the baby hair.
That shit
led to the death of
it's like Gregory Hines a little bit.
Stop.
Scooter. This is a prime example of how literally the worst people, like the scum of the earth, are usually always responsible for taking out the stars. Demetrius Spence, first off, one of the most deplorable human beings I've ever ran across. But this chick is currently in jail, sitting, by the way, still in jail, because she can't conjure up $750 to post bond.
And Demetrius Spence chose not to.
That's bad, son.
Right.
I'm telling you, look, 750,000. That mean don't nobody on the street mess with you. Your family members, loved ones.
$750.
Just let her sit, man. Let her sit.
Right.
I ain't kicking that money out.
For what? To lose it?
If you had $750 bail, son, I'll come get you same day.
I hope you would. Like, God damn,
somebody ain't they don't rock with her.
She ain't shit. Plus, she need to sit in there. Yeah, that fucking sucker shit she did. Because ultimately, she probably ain't gonna get no real time, so she need to sit in there for a little bit.
Here in front of a judge, but the court.
Stop saying that. Bitches don't give a fuck. Bitches ain't trying. Well, I don't know. Maybe, who knows?
Set a $7,500 bond for the 31-year-old, along with some special conditions. A Fulton County judge set a bond for Demetrius Spence, who is facing charges for allegedly making a false 911 call. She was charged with transmitting a false public alarm after audio from the 911 call claimed shots were fired at a home on William Nye Drive on Friday. Spence made several claims, including that multiple men live in the home and claimed illegal activity was going on there.
There is literally a whole domestic dispute going on. This girl doesn't have on any clothes. They threw her outside. He was fighting the girl.
But Atlanta police never found a woman at the scene or any evidence of a shooting.
You have no business whatsoever doing crime if you haven't squandered up $750 in savings after decades of being a deplorable. Crime should not even be on your mind at that point, right? Yo, this chick was an absolute degenerate all across Atlanta, bro. At baddies, auditions, acting a fool, getting whooped on, fighting, just disgracing her family completely. All right, selling herself at some point. And she didn't have $750 after all the bopping you done did across town. You should be embarrassed of yourself, bro. Disgusted. All right, now come to find out, okay, the real reason why she called the police on young Scooter was all documented on Clubhouse. Out of all places, okay? On Clubhouse. Now, when I say call the police on young Scooter, I mean call the police to the house that young Scooter was at, because the target was actually her boyfriend or a dude she was messing with at this point. Now, apparently she came on Clubhouse disgruntled and venting and even admitted what she was about to do, all right? So she came on Clubhouse and told her Clubhouse friends that apparently she brought a girl to be...
Okay, so this is audio before she even made the call. She was on Clubhouse talking shit.
What's Clubhouse? I'm old, son. I don't know what Clubhouse is.
It's another of those little dots, that's the little squares that's on your phone. It's one of those. You go on those and it's called Clubhouse.
I don't like when you're using a condescending tone.
I'm when you say condescendable things. Here we go.
Her and her boyfriend, but things didn't go as planned.
Sydney got a bounty on her. She was in Kiddo's room the day before. Yeah, she was in Kiddo's room the day before talking about how she had some threesome and all that. Y'all want to hear about it or not? Y'all cool?
Yeah.
Of course.
Okay, period. She was in Kiddo's room on the stage. So she was in Kiddo's room prior before, and she was talking about how it was supposed to be a threesome with him and some other girl. And basically...
That bald-headed girl and a threesome?
That's all. Clubhouse.
I mean, like they say, 2 nickels make a dime, baby.
Pimping the girl out to be there, right? And then she had said that she played sleep. Like she said that she didn't really go to sleep. She just played sleep.
This would make me believe that this chick Demi wasn't even the girlfriend of Scooter's homie who was at the crib.
No.
This was just a bop he was dealing with.
Right.
So, he gave the bop a couple $2 to bring another girl, right, to bust down with her. But she, on the other hand, is thinking that this is my dude. We're serious. We're committed.
Why would she think that?
But if he's paying you to bring another girl there, bruh, you just a bop he's dealing with. So apparently she got there. She's trying to play girlfriend games, which is fall asleep, so the threesome can't happen. But, when she fell asleep, the dude took the other girl to the other room and was busting her down. So she woke up from her fake sleep to him piping the other girl down because you not his girl. You just the bop he's dealing with. So he's cracking the other bop and she gets jealous.
So that's what that's what this whole thing is about? With the swatting and calling the police and
having a man's life end?
This woman crazy, man.
Because she thought she had a boyfriend.
And which is clearly not.
Clearly not. He was just, which is, I mean, I'm sure they don't got better hookers than that. Where you at? But anyway.
I told you, son, he put that makeup on him.
Right. He saw someone different. So, Young Scooter's homeboy has this little chick he dealing with here and there. He calls her up and like, shorty, bring by another shorty so we can do the thing. She like,
hey, I got you.
Right. She's like, oh yeah, I'm with that. So she get there and then all of a sudden she don't want to eat no bush. She don't want to carpet munch now. She fake sleep.
So he piped up abroad then.
Right. That's what she here for. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Somebody.
Right. Right. Knock shit off the table.
Yeah, I'm right.
So he knocks her down. Old girl wakes up and she pissed. And that eventually led to
the phone call.
That's insane.
Irrational. Don't even try to understand the logic here, bro. Just follow along with the story because she said all of this on the Clubhouse to these people.
And the girl backdoored her and ended up having sex with the girl anyway. And she got up. She woke up from a fake sleep and walked in on her. So she got upset and she walked out of the house but she left the door open on her way out. And then she called neighborhood. She didn't call neighborhood watch. She called 911 pretending to be neighborhood watch, saying that the girl that was in there from the threesome, who she woke up to having sex with the guy that she put her on to, which just so happened to be Scooter. She called 911 and said that he had drugs over there, a kid over there. She seen somebody getting beat up. Not to mention, she said that she was seeing it. She said that she physically seen it with her own eyes, but then turned around and said that she was across the street. Then she turned around and said that she was in a whole nother county.
Peep the first play. She left the door unlocked.
Nigga, so she was just over there. She tried to have the police run up on him while he was in the pussy. Basically.
God dang.
That's crazy.
Cold-blooded.
Because if it wasn't the police, she would have tried to backdoor them another way.
Right.
But this chick.
Right. So she probably ain't seen no killers over there.
Yeah, she left the door open. It was going to be something. Something's going to pop up.
That's crazy.
Getting upset that, the girl that he paid for to come and engage with y'all, that you fell asleep, so he's busting down his money worth. For her to be upset at that and to try to backdoor him for something like that, bruh, this chick is mentally ill. She's not moving like somebody who got all her marbles.
No.
And you could tell she's somewhat mentally ill because even after the fact, when she took to IG Live and gave us another lie, like, no, I was being hit or I've been... everything this chick does just screams mental patient. Mm-hmm. Now, I don't know who the demented guy was who was hitting this, but brother, you sick too, bro. This is not a human being to be hitting, homie. By hitting,
people let their sexual drive determine. You knew if you'd have paid close attention. It's times I done dealt with people I thought about later. That wasn't smart, Mark.
Nah, but
let's be real.
Yeah, but who knew that she would go through these depths?
No, he just
tried to get this dude knocked off.
No, he wasn't thinking that. But I'm just saying he knew Put it like this. He knew she probably gave it up real easy.
Yeah. To pay her off, to bring another broad over here.
Exactly. So what you got to always ask yourself, what kind of woman is going to move like this?
True indeed. Now,
how you do anything is how you do everything.
The inevitable is Young Scooter ain't had nothing
to do with this. This is homeboy.
He was just in the joint.
It's his birthday.
Right, or something. It was his birthday.
It was his birthday.
It was his 39th birthday. You're right. You are correct. Wow.
And supposedly, allegedly, he was in the streets. So when he saw police,
he panicked. He like, I'm out of here.
Crazy.
I mean, clapping cheeks. This ain't cheeks to be clapped, bro. Like, no, you could have let this one go.
Let me that too. Okay.
So she called off bitterness.
And it's crazy because like she all in my IG comments. Now I gotta go delete her comments up. I don't need them coming after me, honey. She all have heart eyes and hearts and it's crazy because listen, it's crazy because she only texts me. Like I've been on this girl for 2 years. And I'm so glad I don't have her phone number. She's only texted me ever in vanish mode. And she just invited me. She just invited me to the club a day before Scooter's birthday. And I did not go. And she's in Atlanta. She was like 15 minutes away. And I told her I couldn't go.
Wait, how you know she's 15 minutes away?
Because she told me the club she was at or the lounge that they were at.
And what particular lounge was this?
Leave me the hell alone.
It's just a rhetorical question.
He's trying to get that 5K.